I have had a crazy weekend, and we're going to talk about it.
Everybody dance.
Hello, everybody. My name is May Lynn, storyteller extraordinaire. Do you like this top? It's actually just a sleep shirt, but I like it. I think it's cute. It's all tie-dyed and hippie-ish. So I have had a crazy weekend, and a weekend unlike anything. What a year I have had. I auditioned to be a performer at Oklahoma City Pride Fest, and I made it on the main stage Sunday, June 25th, and then in July, I performed at Craig, Oklahoma's first Pride Fest, and then this weekend happened. So this is what happened. Thursday afternoon, I see a post on Facebook from rural Oklahoma Pride, the people who I did the Craig Pride Fest with, and they said, "Hey, we have a drag show tomorrow night, and one of the performers just dropped out. Does anyone know any drag performers who would be free on Friday night to perform at Midwest City?" And I said, "Well, I don't know any drag queens. However, what would you think about a trans woman reading kids' books at a drag show?" And surprisingly, they said yes. And so I made it on stage performing an adults only stand-up comedy story time at a drag show. It was incredible. There is footage of the entire video, and you cannot see it because I have two channels, one channel for adults and one channel for kids. My entire drag show performance is on the adult channel. You cannot watch it because this is the kids channel. There's a lot of cussing. I don't even know if I could show any footage. Here's the footage that I can show.
Hey, my name is May Lynn. I am a singing act. I'm going to be performing every song that the Beatles ever recorded. Yeah! It won't take that long. It'll only take about 8.5 hours. No breaks! Yellow submarine!
And that's it. But it was a whole bunch of fun. And the next day, less than 24 hours later, I had a Pride event that I performed at my current hometown of Shawnee, Oklahoma. And I wasn't going to film it. I didn't film it. And I wasn't going to share any footage here, but a lot of people from my church were there. I have been confirmed an Episcopalian this year, and I'm very happy about that. Suddenly going to church and reading the Bible is a part of who I am. Isn't that crazy? Me being at church, I'm at church. I haven't missed a single church service since March of 2022. I even did a story time at church. Isn't that incredible? So yeah, me being on my knees praying to God is like that meme of Paul Rudd on Hot Ones.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us, huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah, that's basically me. So I wasn't going to share any footage of my performance at Pride Fest, but a lot of my church were there. The head of my church, Father Tom, was there, and a lot of people came to support Shawnee Pride and to support me. And so I did one of my most honest and heartfelt speeches. I've been doing a lot of story times and I've been doing a lot of speaking engagements and talking to different people in different organizations. I'm trying to be out as a trans woman, which is very difficult and dangerous, but visibility equals normalcy, and so I'm trying to just be out there and let everyone know that, yeah, I'm a trans woman, and us trans people are not the monsters that there's a monster right there. Cat. Name is Celeste. Hi. Welcome, Celeste. Welcome to Storytime. Anything you want to say to your fans? No? Hi. Rural Oklahoma Pride ended up recording the majority of my speech at Shawnee Pride, and It's really wonderful. I speak from the heart, and I really like it. And so, here now is that footage.
We've got Episcopalians here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your support.
I have a Bible story that I keep in my back pocket just in case I get attacked, and I like saying it. So there's this guy. I'm kind of paraphrasing the Bible here. But there's this dude, and this dude's like, hey, there's Jesus, that teacher. I'm totally going to mess with him. Watch this. I'm going to ask him a real difficult question. There's no way he's going to answer. Hey, Jesus, what's the most important commandment? I totally messed with him. There's no way he's going to know this. And Jesus went, oh, that's easy. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul. And the guy went, oh, I thought I got him. And he's leaving, but Jesus is like, oh, hold on. Turn back around. Because there's a second, it's a tie as to what is the most important commandment. And there's a tie because, yeah, I love the Lord your God. That's very important. But equally as important is to love your neighbor as yourself. And I have a really hard time with society, America in general, because there are people out there who are saying, oh, I think that we should get rid of foreigners. I think that we should get rid of these immigrants, and we should get rid of these minorities. And I think that gay people should be outlawed. I think that history should be outlawed. I think we need to lock up these teachers. We need to lock up these college professors. And trans people need to be disintegrated. So I'm pro-life. And I just don't get that. I don't get that. So the Bible story, I say that because I'm your neighbor. Gay people are your neighbor. Drag queens are your neighbor. And we need to treat everyone equally, even the people that you might not agree with. So I have some books here. I want to read this one. It does a really good job of explaining LGBTQ, being trans, realizing that you might not be the way that society expects you to be. It's right here, and it's called Red, a Crayon Story. I love this book. Okay, so we're going to read this book. He was red. Difficult to do this with a paperback, but he wasn't very good at it. He was not very good at it. He was not good at being the color red. He's trying to draw a fire truck. That's what he's trying to draw, a fire truck. And everyone has told him his entire life, hey, you are red. Go draw a strawberry. Go draw a fire truck. His teacher thought that, oh, he just needed some practice. I'll draw a red strawberry, and then you draw a red strawberry. You can do this. You're red. You got this. But he couldn't really. So there's the red strawberries, and then there's his strawberry, like this. Oh, no. Let's try that again. His mother thought he needed to mix with other colors. Oh, the color red. He's just shy. He's just shy and sensitive, and you know what? Why don't you two go out and draw a nice round orange? Oh, because it's yellow and red. Why don't you go and draw a nice round orange? Yeah, a really big one, a really orange. But they made a big greenish one because red is having some issues with who he is supposed to be. His grandparents thought he wasn't warm enough. I like the fact that the grandparent crayons are smaller because they're older crayons. Your class is making self-portraits for Parents' Night. Wear this warm red scarf. Oh, so nice. It's so you. You'll love it. You're going to look so cute. But it so wasn't. So here's everybody. And there's a goldy, teal, purple, orange, gray, and then there's red. Oh dear. Oh dear me. Everybody has an idea of what's wrong with red, the crayon. Everyone seemed to have something to say. Sometimes I wonder if he's really red at all. Oh, don't be silly. It says red on his label. He came that way from the factory. Frankly, I don't think he's very bright. Well, I think he's lazy, right? He's got to press harder, really apply himself. Give him time. He'll catch on. Of course he will. That's pretty much what it's like, buddy. He didn't catch on. Okay, so there's the green crayon. He's colored the green frog. There's a black. He's colored in the black sheep. There's a brown cow, and here's a red. It's difficult. All the art supplies wanted to help. The masking tape thought he was broken inside. Here, this will help hold you together. The scissors thought that maybe his label was on too tight. Oh yeah, one snip will do it. That'll be no problem. I thought he wasn't sharp enough, and so the red crayon is getting sharpened. But even with all of our help and all of his hard work, there's the red heart, red cherry, red fox. I'm coming, Elizabeth. He just couldn't get the hang of it. So green means go, yellow means... Did you get that, Joe? So green means go, yellow means stop, blue means and he's taken off. One day he met a new friend. And it's Barry. Will you make a blue ocean for my boat? I can't. Can't make a blue ocean for your boat. See, I'm red. And I was born red. My parents told me that I'm red. And so I must be red. Everyone has always said that I am red. So I can't make a blue ocean for you. I am red. Well, will you try? Will you try to make a blue ocean? And so we did. Look at that. The blue ocean by red. Isn't that amazing? Thank you. It's perfect. You're welcome. It was easy. And oh, he didn't stop there. Oh, look. There's bluebells, a bluebird, blueberries, blue jeans, a blue whale. I'm blue. Thank you for getting that. He wasn't red, he was blue. And oh, of course, now everyone's talking. Oh, my son is brilliant. Who could have known he was blue? Well, I always thought he was blue. It was obvious. His blue ocean really lifted me up. All of his work makes me so happy. His blue strawberries are my favorite. He's so intense. I'm going to make a green lizard with him, a really big one. I hear he's working on a huge new project. He's really reaching for the sky, and he really was. And there's his blue sky. And anyway, that's the end of that story. Yay! One of the books that I really like to read is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I'm not going to read it right now, but I wanted to bring up The Very Hungry Caterpillar because this is my favorite story. Because it is at its heart about transition. It's about a caterpillar who one day becomes a butterfly. And I think it's an important story because I spent 40 years as a caterpillar. Just crawling on the floor, crawling on the dirt. My parents said, you are a caterpillar, you will stay a caterpillar. Oh, but I want to fly. No, you can't, because you're a caterpillar. Caterpillars don't fly. And so I just dragged myself around the floor for 40 years, and I have been trans for over 2 years. I've been on hormone replacement therapy for over a year, and I'm super happy. I'm trying to be out about being trans because, oh, you watch the media and it's the trans menace and the gay menace, and oh, it's all horrible, and they're all coming for you, and it's like, yeah, I'm the trans monster that the media has told you about. The trans monster who's a stay-at-home parent with 5 kids, who's been married for 18 years to a wonderful woman in air conditioning, which I'm very jealous of. Haven't missed church since March of 2021.
Amen.
I got confirmed into Episcopalianism. I'm a liturgical reader. And I'm trans, and I get to go up there and I get to read the gospel And Episcopalianism helped me to realize that I shouldn't be ashamed that I am a woman and I've got bits, because guess what? God knows that, and God's okay with that. God loves me. God loves everybody. It's sort of his thing. So there's a high suicide rate for trans people, and the reason is because so many trans people are sad because they've lost so much. Trans people realize that they want to be, they want to change their gender, and they are willing to lose their job and their parents and their brothers and sisters, their friends, their house, their spouse, their children, willing to lose everything just to look at themselves in the mirror and smile. And so I'm giving up nothing. I have an amazing wife and kids that love me and support me, so the least that I can do is be out and to be brave enough to say, hi everybody, my name is May Lynn, I'm trans, I used to be called Steve, I hated it, I'm not Steve anymore. I'm May Lynn, I'm super happy, and if any of you are in any way a caterpillar, I'm happy with the 2 years that I have been a woman, but I mourn the loss of all the time that I could have been a woman in my 30s. I don't know, going to a yoga class, shopping at Target, getting Starbucks beforehand.
Don't forget Payless, May Lynn.
Huh?
The Payless.
Payless shoe stores. They're not around anymore. I'm a woman, and there's no Payless shoe stores. That sucks. I'm so upset about that. And it's like, I remember, you know, so many Sundays, okay, we're going to Payless shoe stores. I'm a dude, so those ones, it's fine. I don't need to try them on. It's okay. Oh, wait, we need to get shoes for the kids, and my wife needs to get shoes. Okay, how long will this be? 45 minutes? Are we going to spend the whole day at Payless shoe stores? But I get it now, but I can't get it now, because Payless shoe stores isn't a thing anymore. I could have been in my 20s drinking as a woman. Could have been a teen. So, and this isn't about recruitment or Fox News or anything like that. It's about being who you want to be, who you are inside, being your true self, being your real you. You can be a butterfly. Whatever your butterfly is, be your butterfly. Okay? Because I am the happiest that I've ever been. And if we could all just be who we are inside and who we want to be, then the world will be a better place. So, I'm a butterfly, and it's pretty awesome.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
I am a beautiful butterfly. How did I not think of doing that? I was on stage at Pride Fest. That would have been hilarious.
You should have asked us for a pickup line. I would have told you.
Okay. So my name is May Lynn. I have a YouTube channel with my kids called Storytime with May Lynn and Family. I am very close to securing a regular story time at a brewery in Norman. Woo! And yeah, thank you for letting me tell my story.
May Lynn.
And tell some other people's stories. Thank you very much.
May Lynn, don't forget about the adults if they want to check out the adult time.
I also have a second YouTube channel that's a bit 420 friendly. It's Reverend May Lynn. When I was in college, I may or may not have created my own religion based on director Ed Wood. It's a long story.
Ed Wood, you love him.
Ed Wood, yes. It was a different time. If Ed Wood was here right now, I believe he would be trans. I believe that Ed Wood would be living as Shirley, but a different story. So I have 2 YouTube channels that you can find. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, May Lynn.
So what'd you think? Did you like it? I like it. I'm getting more confident in speaking to people about myself and my story, and there were some trans people there, and I made some new friends, and it was really nice. And I've got some other performances that are in the works, but I can't announce them yet, but I will be soon. I'm very excited to be out and entertaining again and educating. I guess I'm an educator. The way I always saw Mr. Steve was, I am here to entertain you, that's it. If you learn anything, I didn't mean to do that. But I'm really teaching people, you know? I'm trying to be a leader, I guess. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will see you next time. Bye! Say goodbye. Goodbye.
And we say bye-bye.